Well, I would just say before your mission, I know my mom, she got me some books from the library about New Zealand and I read a little bit. And I think that's a good idea to go on Wikipedia and look up New Zealand, you know. Try to find out as much about it as you can before you go. Find out some of the history, some of the politics even, some things that you might not talk about them on your mission, but it's good to know them. And even on your mission, one thing a couple times we did I really liked, on P-Day we went to the local museums and saw their art and their exhibits. And it was pretty cool, you know. I learned about Captain Cook. It was the captain, you know, he went all over the world and kind of tried to conquer the islands. And I don't think he conquered New Zealand. I think the Maoris were too fierce. But it's pretty interesting. So on P-Days, instead of like playing board games, go to the local museum and try to find more about their culture, you know, more about the local culture. In Auckland, they have a lot of little hills. They call them mountains, but they're kind of just hills. So they have like Mount Mangere, Mount Roskill, and just all these, there's these local districts and they all have like a mountain because they used to be volcanoes. And they're pretty cool to go up on top. You see, and the top they go in and you see like the stubble and ashes from the old volcano that's no longer active. It's really cool. So that's pretty cool. That's fun. Yeah, just learn as much about it as you can so that it means more to you when you get there. So, you know, when you're a missionary, you address a lot of concerns. You try to help people not only gain a testimony, but keep the commandments. In my mission, smoking and drinking is a big problem, of course, probably in every mission. And it's hard because a lot of the people, their cousins and their brothers, they all drink together and such. So you're trying to help them obey the word of wisdom, and they really want to, but their cousins will come over and just drink with them and be like, oh, you don't want to drink with me anymore? What's wrong with you? So that can be very hard, trying to help people change when their whole family doesn't want them to. Other than that, they have this church called the Destinies Church in New Zealand. It's created by a former member of our church, and it's kind of like a joke among the missionaries. If we meet someone from Destiny's Church, we're just like, this is so stupid. Just because it's really corrupt. Like the leader of the church, he just takes the money and takes their tithing money and buys his own things with it, you know. It's pretty stupid, but yeah, there's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses in New Zealand. They can be fun to talk to. And Anglican Church is pretty big over there. Then they have these two Maori religions called Ringatu and Ratana, and they're kind of pagan religions. They worship, you know, the god of the sea and the god of the, you know, trees or whatever. So that's kind of interesting. But a lot of the Polynesians and Maoris, they're ready for the gospel. There's a lot of less active people. It's good to try to bring them back. And a lot of people recently baptized who no longer go to church. And the reactivation effort is very important. I know my mission president wanted us to focus on baptizing, but I hear like in the church now, they're starting to talk more about rescuing less actives because there's just so many of them. So that would be good. There's a lot to do there. The members are mostly good about helping. The Polynesians, they love to share the gospel, so they're good about that.